Greetings, YouTube. Saudi Arabia has decided it's going to allow women to vote and run for municipal positions. And I quote from King Abdullah, "Because we refuse to marginalize women in society in all the roles that comply with Sharia, we have decided, after deliberation with our senior clerics and others, to involve women in the Shura Council as members starting from next term. Women will be able to run as candidates in the municipal election and will even have a right to vote." Now, that does sound like a major step in the right direction. However, the caveat to that was that the women would still have to follow Sharia law, which limits women's role in the society to the point where they're just one step above slaves. So, I'm not sure that this is a major step forward, more of a baby step forward. It would probably be a much better step forward if they would just take Sharia law and toss it out the window. Now realize that America wouldn't be an ally to a theocratic monarchy if it wasn't for the fact that these people have access to billions of dollars of oil, which we desperately need because we don't want to get off of oil, apparently. Some of the financial buzz in the United States this week was talking about making sure that FEMA, which is our Federal Emergency Management Association, agency rather, was getting properly funded. And as part of that, the Republicans wanted to cut an equal amount of funding to balance the books. Sounds good in theory, at least. What did they want to cut? Funding for alternative fuels. Where do their allegiances lie? Possibly with big oil, which makes our allegiances lie with a theocratic monarchy that treats its women like slaves. Now, there was a case, I think it was back in the 90s, of a school that was on fire in Saudi Arabia. The girls were not allowed to leave because they were not wearing the proper burqas. Because inside the building, it was an all-women environment, they didn't have to wear them. They were not allowed to leave. Think about that for a second. What do you think happened to them? They burned to death. These kind of atrocities happen on a regular basis in Saudi Arabia. It is not an enlightened place. Women can't drive. They can't live on their own. They can't expose their faces to the public. So they're getting the right to vote and run for municipal office, while good, is not as great as it seems. They would be far better off to chuck Sharia law and start treating women as fully functional members of society, and stop trying to treat them like either slaves or children. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Saudi Arabia. I understand why we're there. I just wish that we didn't have that connection to them. That we could just turn our backs and let them be the backwards individuals that they wish. But we can't, because they have the drug we need, and that drug is oil.